Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to do a new how to watch video for the Spider-Verse. That's right, as you know, there is a new Spider-Man coming, and rumors and leaks and so forth have been pointing that maybe a lot of characters from previous Spider-Man related films are going to be popping up in this movie left and right. I am super excited. A lot of people are super excited. And hey, look, Kevin Feige, if you're watching this, if you don't have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in your movie, I suggest you get an artist and start drawing them in because I don't know what the reaction of this movie is going to be like if they're not in it. But I'm hoping people will be like me, leaving their expectations at the doors, and then whatever happens, happens. But by this point, seeing a lot of the leaks and rumors myself, um, I don't even know how I'll be by the end of this. I'm trying to keep my expectations low and in check, like I do with every MCU movie, but this one's a tough one. I'm gonna admit it. So yes, Spider-Man, the whole franchise in chronological order, because it's possible that we already know Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx are coming back. So that's somewhat of a connection there. So let's get right into it. How do you watch these movies in chronological order? For the most part, I'm going to say the first handful of movies are very simple. You watch them in the release date order. Once you get to the Tom Holland and Venom stuff, that's where I would say it gets a little bit more complicated. But I put it a little bit easy to watch because I believe Venom and Tom Holland's Spider-Man, even though they exist in an alternate reality. If you've seen the second Venom, you know something big happens in that at the end credits. So I'm going to keep that a mystery of what happens. But there's a reason I'm putting Venom in a specific place in this list. So let's get right into it. The first movie you want to check out is the first film featuring Tobey Maguire, William Dafoe, James Franco, Kirsten Dunst, Spider-Man, which came out in 2002. The first three Spider-Man movies I want to just mention they basically take a year or two within each other. So they don't take place too far apart. They take place roughly within 2 years. So the second movie obviously is Spider-Man 2. This is the one that introduces Alfred Molina, who we know is coming back as Doc Ock. And then after that, you want to wrap up the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire with Spider-Man 3, who, if rumors and leaks are true, sounds like Sandman will be coming back. Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman is introduced in this film. Next up, we want to go into the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Now, it's not a trilogy because they didn't get to complete it, but this is the movies starring Andrew Garfield. Rhys Ifans will be returning as the Lizard, so he is most likely returning as the Lizard. I'm not going to confirm that, but there's leaks and stuff and rumors saying that he might be returning. So the Amazing Spider-Man 1, which came out in 2012, this is the one you want to go into next. After that, you can go into The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which we know introduces Jamie Foxx as Electro, although Jamie Foxx has hinted that he won't be blue this time around. So don't worry if you didn't enjoy him in this film. It sounds like they're going to rework the character a little bit when he returns for Spider-Man. We'll get to that movie in a bit. So there you go. First is the Tobey Maguire trilogy, then it's the two Andrew Garfield films. Now we can get into the Tom Holland films, starting off with Captain America Civil War. That's right. This is the movie that introduced Spider-Man into the MCU. They don't go into his origin again like they did with Andrew Garfield. This time they skipped the origin because it's already been done twice. So you already have a rough idea on how Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man. This time Iron Man is kind of like the father figure to Spider-Man in this case. And yeah, so he doesn't have a huge role, but he has a good portion of role that gets you excited to see him again in upcoming films. There's even an end credit scene that maybe Tony Stark did some upgrades to his suit. So That's where we move into Spider-Man Homecoming. This is the first solo Spider-Man movie that's in the MCU. And they let you know that, not only with Tony Stark and Captain America having appearances in the movie, but they make a lot of references to the larger MCU. Happy Hogan, who was a main character in the Iron Man movies, now becomes a main character in the Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man franchise, as he appears in the other two movies as well. So yeah, Happy Hogan, played by Jon Favreau, great character, and I'm glad he's part of this new trilogy. Moving on to next would be Venom. That's right, I would say Venom should be the next film. Venom stands on its own. And yeah, just to make things simple, I would put Venom right here. Just know that he is not part of the MCU, maybe yet. So I'll leave it at that. Moving on, you want to go into Avengers Infinity War and then Avengers Endgame. Obviously, these two movies take place right beside each other, so it makes sense. That's why I put Venom before Infinity War. Even though release date order, Venom came after, Infinity War and Endgame just makes sense back to back. Then you can go into Spider-Man Far From Home, which is the one with Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. This one obviously is kind of like a little epilogue for Endgame and Infinity War, if you will. So yeah, it makes sense to put this here instead of Tony Stark. Even though Tony Stark's presence is still felt, Nick Fury, played by Samuel Jackson, is more of the leader of the mentor figure for Peter Parker in this film. After that, you can go into Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This movie just came out last month in October. Yeah, I'm putting it here after Far From Home for a reason. If you want to know why, just wait till the end credit scene and you'll see why. Then you can go into Spider-Man No Way Home. This is the movie that's coming out this December 17th, so you have enough time to catch up. It's a little bit more than a month right now. Pretty soon we're going to get into that month territory, so this will be enough time to get you guys to catch up. And I would say that's it. That's the list of movies. You're all caught up for Spider-Man No Way Home and all the cameos and stuff that might be popping up. What about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? I don't think they're going to mix a cartoon movie with a live action film. I think that's where you get into Who Framed Roger Rabbit territory. Although seeing Spider-Ham pop up would be pretty funny to me. I'd be okay with that cameo. Why no Morbius? Some people might be asking, because the Morbius trailer did drop. It does give us hints, but that's the problem. It's only giving us hints at where it takes place. Let's remember, Morbius was originally supposed to come out before No Way Home and Venom Let There Be Carnage. So it makes me wonder, so does Morbius take place before those two movies, or does it take place after? There's too many questions up in the air, and we don't even know which Spider-Man it's connected to right now. Most likely it's going to be the Tom Holland version, but everybody's pointing to that like painting on the wall that Morbius passes by, and it's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But there's also references to other Spider-Mans, so like the Oscorp Tower, people are saying it's a reference to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And obviously we see Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, Adrian Toomes, in the trailer as well, which connects it to the Tom Holland one. So it's going to be interesting to see where No Way Home ends, and then once we see Morbius, then I'll know for sure. We'll all know for sure where that movie takes place. So that's why I didn't include that one yet. Let's leave that one on the side for now. Don't worry about Morbius. Once we get to see it, we'll know for sure. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope it helps you if you want to get into the Spider-Man movies before No Way Home comes out. You guys have enough time right now. Watch a couple of movies, maybe 2 or 3 of them each day or night, whatever suits your interest, or one a night. If you watch one a night, it should take you like 2 weeks to finish this for sure. With that being said, Until next time, everybody, I hope this video helps. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see more how to watch videos. I know those are some of my more popular ones. A lot of them have gotten me a lot of views on this channel, so I thank you for watching them if you have. And with that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.